Hey guys, Gabe from Our Simple Story here. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. In this episode, I'm going to take you on a paddling tour of one of my favorite places in Southwest Florida called Emerson Point Preserve. Now, we did a very full video on this 2 years ago, and in that video, it's kind of funny, I said the following.
And then you canoe down this little tunnel here of mangroves. It's really cool. Next time I'll bring the kayak.
So here we are, 2 years later, we brought kayaks with us this time. So we're ready to hit these little mangrove mazes and tunnels, and this video will primarily focus on these tunnels and these mazes and what it's like to bring kayaks to the Emerson Point Preserve. But if you want a fuller experience and see all that Emerson Point has to offer, check out that video we made about 2 years ago. I'll put the link right here in a card that you can click on the top right hand of the screen. I'll also put the link to that video down in the description below. Let me tell you a little bit about Emerson Point Preserve. Emerson Point is nestled between the Terracea Bay to the north and Manatee River to the south, and to the west it is flanked by the Tampa Bay. And Emerson Point is owned by the county of Manatee County. It's a 365-acre preserve, and it's located due west of Palmetto. And the park is located on Sneed Island. And Sneed Island is inhabited by about 47,000 people, and it is part of Manatee County, Florida. It's a very historic island, and in this preserve, if you have the time to check out, there are two Indian mounds, two quite large Indian mounds actually, that you can go up and you can walk on top of and explore. But like I said, in this video, we're primarily going to focus on the mangrove wetlands and the tunnels and the mazes that you can kayak through. Now, for those who don't know, mangrove trees are a protected tree in Florida. They're vital to the ecosystem, the aquatic ecosystem in Florida. What they do is they actually protect the coastlines, the aquatic coastlines of Florida from erosion, and they also are a great habitat, create a natural habitat for natural aquatic species and native aquatic species of Florida. But mangroves are interesting because they drop this very long ink pen sized seed, and it actually uses the current to distribute those seeds. And they'll float somewhere else, and they'll land on a shoreline somewhere, and they'll embed themselves down into the sand. And from there will grow the mangrove tree. The mangrove tree is very interesting in that it puts down these very long roots down through the water, and they kind of give it that kind of creepy, swampy look as you're paddling through. But just below the surface of the water, in a mangrove wetland like this, you have all manner of aquatic life, and I'm going to take you down into the water and show you what it looks like. So as you're paddling through, the water is relatively clear. Now, I regret not bringing a snorkel and a mask with me on this trip, because it would have been so cool to be able to paddle a little bit and then get out and snorkel and look for things on the bottom of this little waterway here that we're paddling through.
Are you having fun, Micah?
Oh, my boat is upside down.
Upside down?
Yeah.
Micah, here, turn him around. Say hi, Mom.
See one?
Yeah.
A baby one?
No, it's just a normal one. He's climbing up. There's a bunch. Oh, there's a little baby one. Oh, there's another one.
Let's see if we can get up close to him.
Oh, there's another baby one. Man, there's so
That's the other thing. You will from time to time bump into these mangrove trees, and there are mangrove tree crabs, which are basically harmless, but they will fall off of these trees and into your boat and scurry up your arm or your leg or something like that. And once they get in your boat, they're kind of tricky to get back out, because they're like giant little spiders that want to hide from you. But fortunately, we were able to get this one out and put him back in the water where he belongs. But it's kind of fun. It makes for a fun memory to have a crab in your boat. And if you're squeamish about that kind of thing, then just be warned. But this is the shot down below the mangrove roots, and you can see these are razor oysters, and they grow up along the roots right here, and they help filter out the water. They purify the water, so they're really important to pulling out contaminants and stuff like that. But they're very sharp, so you want to be careful when you bump up against these things that you don't let them slice your leg open. But I think I'm about to show you a little baby sheep's head here. This is a young sheep's head as far as I know. I'm not super great with my Florida fish species, but that looks like a baby sheep's head to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Make sure you put it in the comments. But this is a really cool kind of dangling mangrove roots here that are coming down and reaching for the water so they can, mangroves are one of the few trees that can actually feed themselves off of salt water. They can use the salt water. Very few tree species that can actually do that. This is a starfish that we found. There's many starfish along the bottom of this little channel here that you can, that's why I said it. I thought it'd be great to have a snorkel and a mask and be able to, you can see another baby sheep's head swim by there. But this is a great experience, especially if you have, younger kids and you want to get them out and see a lot of things in their native habitat. This is basically, if you've ever been to the Tampa Aquarium, this is a real life Tampa Aquarium. Especially they have that little wetlands section there in the Tampa Aquarium. You will see stingray, you'll see starfish, all different kinds of fish swimming by. So if you come, bring a kayak, bring some snacks, bring some water, and a snorkel and a mask, and you'd be good to go. It'd be, a great day. Well, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit and let you enjoy the sounds of paddling through the mangrove wetlands here of Emerson Point Preserve. The current's coming in, huh? What do you see down there?
See all those little things?
Oh yeah, little barnacles on there. Cool. I think we're getting out towards the... So this particular trail leads out to the north and pours into what's called Terracea Bay. Terracea Bay is a really pretty, relatively calm, wide open bay that's speckled with little islands that are made of and comprised of oyster bars. Basically, they're dead oyster shells that kind of accumulate in one spot, and then the mangrove trees begin to grow on those little oyster beds, and you have a little island that forms. And so I'm going to take you out to one of those islands now and show you what it looks like just due north here. You can see, kind of the left-hand side of the screen, there's a fishing boat out there, and there's right next to an island. I'm going to take you out to that island due north of Emerson Point Preserve. And as you can see, the water is really nice and shallow and calm. It's about 3 feet deep here. So if you have young kids, and this is a great place to take them, they can walk around and wade around in the water and look for different, species of animals. Like here, there was an abundance of hermit crabs that we found in a short time. Found several little hermit crabs. And, you know, you don't want to take these home with you or anything like that. We put them right back in the water right after I filmed this, but they just make for, you know, a neat little learning experience for you and your family. But a funny story I have about paddling one time in Terracea Bay, upwards of 10 years ago, I was paddling in Terracea Bay at night. I was looking for a place to camp, a little island to camp on around the Tampa Bay. And I guess I had paddled right over top of a manatee and did not know it was resting right below the surface of the water. And I think the bottom of my kayak just barely bumped the back of the manatee, and it lifted up its massive tail and picked my boat up. It created this big boil of water and then dropped me back down. And I was absolutely terrified. It scared the daylights out of me for sure. And of course, a day of paddling at Emerson Point Preserve here on this beautiful April day is not complete with some home-popped popcorn and cutie oranges and cheese sticks, and you're good to go. But guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it was inspirational for you. Get out there and enjoy Emerson Point Preserve. Bring some kayaks, some food, your camera. I think you'll have a great time. And be sure to check our channel out. If you don't mind subscribing to our channel, give this video a thumbs up if you appreciated it. It just really helps our channel grow and helps YouTube push a lot of our videos out there for other people to watch. You can find us on Facebook, by the way, at Our Simple Story, and stay tuned to special perks and features on Facebook. But in the meantime, hope you enjoy the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.